Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
Group text messages.
Okay.
All right, we're working something out here.
Yeah, we're working out something for tomorrow's show, actually.
Ron just told us, wait for it, that you can respond to a group text to just that person who sent the text.
Because group texts are annoying.
Awful.
Yeah.
They're
Because your
awful.
phone dings every single time
You're
someone
like,
writes in, and
I don't care. That's what I want to say.
Ooh,
right?
listen,
Don't you feel that way at some point?
The real Heather Abraham's coming out this morning.
Well, after you get like 25 text messages,
it's
aren't
true.
you like, oh?
Yeah, at some point it becomes a lot.
I have other things to do.
Hey, but we have something important to talk about today. So we have something very unusual outside our studio right now. Take a look at what they have created. They've been working on building a TV news set made of ice.
Wait, we don't have an ATM at our news set.
I don't know, but I would love to have an ATM.
Wait, does that give us something?
This is progress.
This is awesome.
Well, they might give out like ice money. I'm not sure it's going to give out real money, but this is all to kick off the Dollar Energy Fund's Cool Down for Warmth Telethon.
Yes.
And we love this because it's helping people in our area who are having trouble paying their heating bills.
And you know what? What a coincidence that today is one of the coldest days that we've had this season so far, and it really highlights the need. I mean, you know, our heat is on here in the studio and in the building, and people are still cold because it's just that cold outside.
Right.
For folks who are making that tough decision,
right,
it's really hard. So we want to get out to Selena Pompiani because she is outside on the set supervising as things are, you know, being handled out there. Hey, Selena.
David and Heather, I am in love with Dollar Energy Fund's Cool Down for Warmth Ice News Desk. And this is pretty icy. This chair is not made of ice, but it's really cold out here. How incredible does this look? We have the PTL mugs. It's actually frozen to the desk. I can't even get the mug up. So the mug is stuck to the desk, but this looks unbelievable. I cannot wait to showcase this throughout the whole hour. But you know, the most important part of this today is for you at home to call in and donate whatever you can, $1, $5, $20. It is so important to help our neighbors in need in the Pittsburgh area that really need help with their energy bills this winter season. So we can't wait to bring you more. For now, David and Heather, we'll send it back to you. I hope it's a little bit warmer inside the studio.
Oh, I can't wait. It's been so impressive to see this thing being built and even to see Selena sitting there. What they've been able to do in 48 hours.
Yeah, a short amount of time.
Yeah.
So, hey, Selena, stay out there. We're heading out there soon. So we will be out there joining you. And while we're talking about ice, we just saw this and had to share it. So this is the largest ice maze in the country, and it's pretty incredible. They did this in Minnesota. So a local theater did this because they couldn't entertain people inside. They said, let's build something to entertain people outside. So 1,500 blocks of ice. Each one weighs 350 pounds. They also have sculptures and ice thrones you can sit on for photo ops and, and a slide. And so anyhow, pretty impressive there in Minnesota. It'll, you know, it's cold in Minnesota, so it'll stay for a long time, I think.
That is not the kind of maze I want to get stuck in.
Oh my, no.
But that's really something. Hey, we have a bit of sad news to pass along. St. Patrick's Day Parade, once again, being postponed. As you know, that was one of the first events to be canceled.
Right, last year because of the pandemic. And we were hoping a year out that this was going to be able to happen. And obviously, there are too many concerns about crowds right now for this to happen. But there's a glimmer of hope because the committee is talking about maybe we can reschedule this for later in the year. I mean, it won't be St. Patrick's Day, but Pittsburghers rally.
Well, I was just going to say, like, it stinks. Let's just call it what it is. It stinks. But if we have a St. Patrick's Day parade in July when it's warm out, that's all right with me.
I think it's all right, too.
I'm okay drinking green beer in Market Square on July 17th. Let's do it. That's cool.
So fingers crossed that they can get this rescheduled.
Glass half full here, people.
Yeah.
All right, we got to show this to you because, you know, a lot of people are trying to find creative ways to still go out to eat or, you know, trying to do it safely. And last year, a restaurant in Vancouver brought on something that could help maybe with that. Take a look at this. It's a food train. So you sit down at your table. There's a little iPad or touch screen. I don't know, what do you call it? iPad, or what would be another thing? Device?
It's a device.
We'll call it a device because I don't know if it's an iPad. You order your food there, and then the train comes and delivers your food.
So literally, you're limiting the amount of contact that you have with any other human being, no server, and it comes to you with this little train thing. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. And if you were a kid, especially, you would want to go just to see the train at the restaurant.
And I think, now I looked up the company that makes these, and I don't know if it's the same company that made that one, but they can even deliver drinks. They can deliver a bowl of soup. Like,
now you're talking, Heather.
Because you would think it might be unsturdy, or unstable.
But it's very, very stable, very smooth.
They can deliver everything
it looks smooth.
there.
So you showed me this video.
Yeah.
And I immediately thought of, like, Heather always makes fun of me because my references are like old school things, old TV shows,
well, tell us what this reference is to.
All right, so this is from a movie. I was like, this is what it reminds me of, like not having the waiter as part of the equation. So this is from the 60s. It's a movie that stars Doris Day. It's called That Touch of Mink. But look at this. So this mesmerized me when I was watching it. They called it the automat. And they had them all over New York City and other cities, although I looked up and tried to see whether Pittsburgh had one, and I could not find any reference to it. We should ask Andy Masek. But you put coins in, and then you open up the box with your meal in, and you don't, well, you're not supposed to be doing this, talking through it. You're supposed to just get the plate and leave. But that's what, they were very popular for a while, and there may be still a few here and there, from what I can tell. Well, that doesn't normally happen. But anyhow, that's what that reminded me of, the automat.
Neat. So it's like a vending machine, only for real food.
Yeah, for like a whole plate of food. Yeah, and then they're behind the scenes there putting a new one in. But it was apparently it was a big craze for a while, and
then something happened.
Something took over. People wanted to place their orders with a human being instead.
Maybe that'll happen one day again.
Maybe it will.
Hey, I was perusing on social media, and I came across this post from a Pittsburgher here on Instagram. Heather McElwee is at the Pittsburgh Glass Center. She's one of the executive directors over there, and I saw this post, and she was posting that she is going to be a guest judge on Blown Away. It's a Netflix show, and they're in their second season. She appears on episode 4 of this. It's called Force of Nature, and it's all about blowing glass, the art of glass blowing. And that's something that she knows all about because she herself is a glass artist. And so she actually, when she heard they were doing a season 2, she reached out to the producers and said, hey, if you need a guest judge, I'm your gal. And they said, okay.
I think this would be fascinating to watch. I mean, I've done a story before at the Pittsburgh Glass Center, and they let me, I don't remember blowing glass. I don't remember that part. But I remember like manipulating it after they had it like in the hot furnace. And it was beautiful stuff. And what they can do, like the people who really know what they're doing, it's fascinating to watch because they just create art.
Well, we were just showing a little bit of the trailer, and I was watching it, and I was so stressed watching it because they were saying it will break. Like, it's even the most skilled people at this craft. They're going to get almost to the end, and it's going to break.
What I remember learning, and I don't think they let me do this, but you blow out, like don't suck in.
Could you imagine? I don't know what happens if you blow in.
No, I don't know, but I remember the concept of like, oh, that's something you should not try.
All right, well, when I reached out to Heather, she was so sweet too. She wrote back right away. She said that this episode that she's on in particular, it's about environmental consciousness, and she said that it's a great thing for Pittsburgh Glass Center because they do a number of things related to the environment, including recycling our waste heat from our furnaces to heat our building and their hot water. So they're doing a lot on that front. I'm excited now. I haven't watched season 1, but I want to go and watch
I think it could be a fascinating show. All right, hey, things have gotten just plain weird, of course, during the pandemic. I mean, a lot of strange things have happened, and it turns out that people miss so many things that you would think they would miss in the normal course of life, but people are also missing their commutes.
Yeah, I get this.
Do you?
I understand this.
Well, why?
Well, because as a parent, as much as I love my kids, sometimes I need a break. So sometimes that time in the car
is your alone time. Well, the Wall Street Journal has found you are not alone, Heather, on the front of missing that alone time. Because there are now people pretending to commute. They miss driving so much. So they interviewed one woman who she walks around the block mornings before she starts work at home to pretend she's commuting. People are missing driving downtown to get coffee. You know, like if you're commuting on a train, many times that's time that people read a book or, you know, sort of drift off or listen to music and have that alone time. And so people are longing for that.
Well, you know, I think the things that were mundane before and that, okay, park the car, walk to the office, sit in traffic on 28. You know, the things that maybe used to annoy us, and we've found pleasure in them, like listening to our favorite podcast on the way into the office, because you have that 45 minutes, you know, you're going to be stuck in traffic. Or
and you can save some time for yourself.
Right.
And I think, too, right now, taking a drive, remember when I was growing up, like every once in a while my dad would say, like on a Sunday, let's take a drive.
Oh, a Sunday drive, I know.
Yeah, and I mean, I haven't done that in years, and now I feel like there's a need to do that. Like, you know, even if you're not by yourself and you're just putting the family in the car, you don't have anywhere to go necessarily, but you're just taking a drive to take in the sights. Well, it's simpler.
I told you, we're looking for new windows. It's very drafty right now, and I've never purchased windows before, so we've taken to driving around to look at people's windows. We're literally window shopping, driving around. So we'll take.
Hey, do you do this at night?
No.
Okay.
We just take an afternoon
Because if you
drive.
do it at night, people are going to think you're looking in their homes.
I like the trim around that one.
That looks like a great place.
No, but we just started trying.
And then people will look back and was that Heather Abraham in the car?
We load up the kids, we load up the car, we drive around, and we look at windows.
Well, no, it's good. It's good
It's
to
just
sort of
to
compare.
get out of the house.
Exactly.
I need more than these four walls.
It's true.
Losing
All right. Today is Thursday, but that means tomorrow is Friday.
Yay, David.
And
You did it.
Did it.
You figured it out. Send us your questions on Facebook for our Friday free-for-all. We'll get to as many of them as possible.
All right, I've conquered something today. I know what comes after Thursday. Hey, we have lots to get to this morning. So right now, we're going to take a break, but we have a lot coming up in the show. When we come back, if you or your kids are fascinated by dinosaurs, we have something for you in our PTL Weekend Guide. Sean Collier will tell us about how you can take a glimpse into prehistoric times right here in Pittsburgh.
And then it's time to unveil our new news set made entirely of ice. David and I will be going out to give it a try for a very good cause. Find out how you can help your neighbors who may be having trouble paying their heating bills during this very cold winter.
Plus, see what Wiggle Whiskey is making for us live outside this morning from their new Punxsutawney Phil-inspired whiskey and ciders. We're going to have hot drinks to keep us warm. That's coming up.
Thanks for being with us on this chilly day in the Berg. It's January 28th. Stay warm inside, watching us on your TV. We'll be right back.
You did a nice job with that.
Thank you.